Like there were times where I was in the game with my guys, in college and NFL, and I could just make it. I can just say, hey, 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 just saying that right there because we played with each other for,
Hmm.
a year or two, and they knew that okay, we kind of knew what was going on. We were on the same page. We didn't have to say the right words, but we can just say something like, hey, watch it,
Right.
and so
That's something I wonder about, right? Like when you're here and you're trying to make sure on a site adjustment, like who am I supposed to be picking up in those scenarios? How do you guys communicate that without saying, I'm pointing and saying, I got him, I got like, are you
mhm.
actually pointing that stuff out or you call it like, what's
I
the signal to let people
Yeah,
know?
yes, well, I did that. I pointed, and that was something that it depends on the offense too. When I was in New Orleans, and Drew Brees was the quarterback, he saw things way before we saw them. So
Right.
he would bring it to our attention, and there was a lot of times that he would make the check. Um, he would make the check just to make sure he was protected.
Right.
But then, when I started out in the league at Baltimore, I had Joe Flacco, and he was a little younger. And the offensive line, we were, I guess, seasoned at that point. So we knew the calls and we knew the checks and we knew what was supposed to happen on the offensive line. So a lot of the things, you prepared during the week for
Right.
some for these looks, um, and you're able to adjust on the fly.
So
But
when you,
this was lined up, so he was already lined up. There was time to make the adjustment. Like I'm not sure. Let me see what the right side is doing. Yeah, they twisted over there too.
yeah.
Yeah, so I, I'm thinking that's a blown assignment for the tight end.
Yeah. So that's the other question. So again, we've got Muskrat who's over here who also transferred. We didn't really take a lot of look at him, but we'll kind of transition up to the other side to see how he's handling the twist. It looks like they passed it off pretty well.
They do,
Um,
they do.
when you're walking up into these scenarios, right? Like I know, listen, I'm not.
And
I
once
never.
again, I'm sorry to
Go
cut you
ahead.
off, but because I'm watching film, I watch the same play 10 times
No, that's no problem. This is
just to
we're
get
here
this.
to learn. So let's
So
talk
I
about
get
it.
more and more every time you play it.
Yeah.
But once again, like I said, I think this was a design run, and if that is the case, it looks like the running back is going to the right, so a run to the right. And if that is the case, then the end man on the line of scrimmage would be left unblocked.
Okay.
So I would
So
retract my statement
so
if
it looks like it should have been
it looks
here,
like he is trying to cut
here.
off number 8. But then I would need to know what is the tackle doing. I don't. Something's not adding up. But if it was a design run right there, it looks like he's about to hit that hole right in the A gap right there. If he were to get the ball, yeah, I think it was a design run. His quarterback just pulled it.